Hello fellow investors, I've uploaded this video in an answer to a question I was asked on Trading 212 community platform with regards to whether I have a video channel or not. No, not specifically. I've started this because it may or may not be of use to some people. This is a listing of my portfolio. There are 78 positions at the moment. Some will consider that excessive. I don't. I think diversification is the best way forward. And again, with regards to stocks, you can never have too much. Now, they are many and varied. They cover many different sectors. As I say, some are doing better than others, that's for certain. Now, at the start of the screen, you may have seen I am down several £100. But again, doesn't worry me. That will vary a lot with regards to this. Now, I have some different types of ETF in here, as well as stock in general. You can see that SDIP is doing quite well with regards to performance. I have, I believe it's my largest holding. HSBC is also doing extremely well, but sadly, as I say, I'm not happy to put too much more money into that as such, but as I say, each with their own appetite with regards to risk and so forth. I say that because I'm concerned about China's activities in the future. Now, going over to this, you will see there are lots of REITs and BDCs, American as well as UK based. I have experience with them on investments with previous platforms in the past. I've only been with Trading 212 since June of this year, having had an ISA with a previous platform, and one that was a general account with another company. Now, that is the figure so far with regards to how we're doing. This is a general percentage based image of my holdings. Now, as you can see, they are many and varied. A lot of these are around about the £25 to £50 mark, and again they will then show correspondingly with regards to what you see insofar as this listing. Now, as I say, a lot of these don't spend ages doing lots of research on these things. I look at as I say, what I consider they will be best performing, and again make my investment accordingly. As I say, I don't knock people that do this in a scientific way. At the end of the day, I'm really realizing what I want to realize concerning the amounts I'm receiving. You see there's 141.92 since June of this year. This is a listing of the dividend payments that have come in, and again the corresponding holdings that have produced them. As you can see, they do vary a lot. Some, as I say, are quite low, as I say, and some are doing quite well. All of this adds up, it really does, with regards to this. As you can see, Armour there has been a consistent payer, and as I say, I am happy to leave my money there for the foreseeable future. You can see, as I say, I have some quite well, I'd say lesser than, but an equal amount, I would think, of sensible investments, and they would be the large cap companies, Shell, BP, Pfizer and so forth. But again, their returns are not the greatest. I'm looking for returns. My philosophy is to look for high yield returns. Now, there is a danger with that. The usual thing, such as, oh, it's a dividend trap and so forth. If it is, it is. That's the way I look at it. As I said, at the end of the day, there is so much volatility with even the most sensible stocks. For instance, taking one at the top of my head, National Grid. That, again, on paper, looks like a great company. But again, for me, it lacks luster. A lot of UK companies pay semi-annual. That takes a lot of the joy away from it, from me. However, if you invest in enough of them, you can get your dividends coming in quite regularly. I grant that. But as I say, I do like multiple payments on some days, and I'm trying to fit a payment in for every day of the year. That's would be nice to do that, but again, we will see how that shapes for the future. Now, what I do here when I don't receive a dividend payment in, I've got a little plan that I do, and again, this is all a nickel and dime operation. I will do paid surveys. I'll receive the payment in, I'll transfer it then into my investment account, and we're looking at great sums such as £2 or so. But if I can do that on a lax day, that will make up for the lack of dividends coming in, and I reinvest them. Now, again, this is the information concerning what I have in my portfolio, and again, I'm quite happy with where things are. Obviously, that red figure there could be better. Right, now, going over to my tracker, I use one called Div Tracker, the one with the palm tree. Now, it's not the most accurate. That figure there, I don't believe is accurate in any way, shape or form. But again, it gives me a near as damn it figure. This is a listing of what you should expect to be paid on an annual basis. And again, it gives you the percentage rates underneath it, but again, take it with a pinch of salt. This will give you a ballpark figure. I wouldn't go betting the farm on the information you're seeing here. They do their best, but something I've noticed with them is that they don't seem to factor in ex-dividend dates. So for instance, if you put a lot of money there and you boost up your shareholding, it will presume that you'll be receiving it at next payment. Not always the case. Okay, but as you can see, it does vary a lot. Some of these payments are as low as £1 per year, which is fine. It's, as I say, the way I look at it, if the company does well, I'll invest more into it and increase that figure. But until then, I'm happy to hold it. Here we are, a closer image of Global X or SDEP, and again, it's showing the yearly total of 96.79, which I think is okay. So the expected payment next is £7.63. There is no tax on that. That's a UK holding. Going through again, you can see some of the red figures represent a cut in dividend, which is fair enough. Some of the green figures show an increase in dividend. Swings and roundabouts, as they say. But as you can see, it's many and varied. As I say, I do think you cannot diversify enough with regards to stocks and shares. But right, going over shortly to excuse me, the monthly totals with regards to what to expect. Now, in this particular regard, this is October 2023. These are projected figures or estimated figures, what you should be receiving at those dates within this particular monthly period. That can change, sadly, sometimes last minute due to stock events, and you'll see more on that later. But again, you can see some of the figures are not exactly impressive, but some are, I think, considering the holding that I have. A lot of these are quarterly payers, but again, as you can see specifically, a lot of them are monthly payers. I am a dopamine addict. I like getting the rush that you get when you receive a small payment in. It's what it's all about. We're only in this, or I consider myself only in this for dividend payments only. As I said previously, this will be used to supplement my income. There's no way on earth I'll ever be able to invest enough to live off. But as I say, it's fun. It's all consuming. Most of us that are doing this do find it extremely absorbing. There's no two ways about it. But as you can see, there's a lot of estimated payments there with regards to undeclared dates as such. But this tool is not that bad. Yes, it has one or two flaws, and again, I wouldn't go betting the farm on the amounts that it shows. But again, it's as clear and as near as damn it you can get for a free tool. As you can see here, there are lots of many and varied investments, as I say, which I'm expecting payments in from. Some of the usual suspects with regards to the large cap companies and some of the smaller ones. Now, there are some companies there that have recently started to repay dividends, such as i3E Energy and so forth. So I'm happy about that. Hopefully this month we'll start to get the dividend payments coming in again. Now, as I say, there are quite a few there that I consider sensible, but also many of you may consider to be a long shot. However, each to their own with regards to your comfort factor concerning what you would expect from a stock. as I say, Coca-Cola never happy with that. However, back to Armour Residential REIT. Yes, as I say, this one is under the super risky factors, but you can see there it appears to be picking up from the stock split event recently. So, as I say, I'll hold it as probably there is a how we say, a particular analogy, the boiling frog analogy. You don't realise you're in trouble until it's too late. However, that's a risk I'm prepared to take with regards to this. The black dots there represent stock events, and they, as I said previously, indicate if there's any change with regards to the company's stock, the dividend payments and so forth, and other things such as stock splits, which would show as reds. The green payments indicate the payments for dividends. There are also X dates there. Some of these will, with regards to events, will explain that they're keeping their stockers payment as it was previously. But as you can see, plenty of X dates in there, which is very helpful with regards to this. As I say, for you to make a decision whether you're going to place any more cash into that particular holding or not. But yeah, I find this tool very useful. It covers a lot of the things you need to have covered. If you need supplementary information, just go to the other free tools out there. By that I mean Just ETF or dividenddata.co.uk, amongst many others. Another tool that I've found recently that is very useful, and that is on the Microsoft, well, I wouldn't say Bing, whatever the incarnation or whatever type of name they're currently using for themselves, and I'll put that on the screen. As I say, they have a free service where you can go in. It gives you quite good information with regards to news on stocks and so forth. But yep, I believe there we have it with regards to this. So thank you very much indeed for your attention. I'll upload more videos in the future if there's sufficient interest. If you have any questions, obviously place them in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer them for you. But yeah, there we go. As I say, thank you very much indeed for your time.